Hey everyone, what's up? Yeah, it's about 7:45 Pacific time. Here 7:45 p.m. Pacific time that is. And yeah, I just got off work about 3 hours 45 minutes ago actually. But I had to wait. I had to wait till, my bus arrived and uh, I could have taken a dial ride. But the problem with the dial ride is sometimes it's conflicting because you're trying to get a ride on the dollar ride and it just does not work out for you no matter how you try to work it around your schedule. It just doesn't work out for you. And I tried my best to do well, I didn't try my best, but I considered it, but I thought, you know what, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to just leave things as are. I mean, as is. And then on top of that, of course, my computer here that I'm using, if you have Windows 10 on your computer, then you know exactly what's been going on. They decided, hey, it's time to do another Spring Creators update. And it was like, really? You're going to do this now? You're going to put us through this now? It's like, it's a little too soon, you know? And I understand there is an option to turn off the update so you don't have to deal with this. So hopefully, next time they do an update, they'll at least try to let us know when the update's going to happen, so we can be like, oh, okay, we know what to do now. But we'll wait and see. I'm not saying the thing isn't done uploading at times or updating because it does get into that mood where it like slows things down. But I guess it's okay now because I kind of let it just do its thing. It kind of stopped a little bit for a while, for about a couple of minutes, 10 minutes or something like that, or whatever. And it's fine now. It's like I don't know how long it takes to completely load something, but if it takes a while, they should give you an idea as to when it's going to happen. In fact, I looked online one time recently, I think yesterday, and someone said it's like Windows 10 is nothing more than a updater service or update software. It's like instead of introducing Windows 11 or Windows 12, instead it's more like, hey, we're going to keep doing Windows 10. Here's another update. Here's another update. Here's another update. And I don't think they kind of get the idea that people are not too into that. You know, people are not too into that. So it's like, okay, we get it. You want to do an update and everything. We get it. We get it. You want to do an update. We get it. Um, but yeah, it's more along the lines that it's more along those kind of lines of okay, we get it. You want to do an update, but it's like seriously, you need to stop doing the updates. It's getting on our nerves, you know. And I know anybody watching this that I've tagged or tweeted this to are probably thinking, "Man, you're getting on our nerves," and I don't mean to do that. I just mean to share my thoughts and all that. So, and I appreciate and respect a lot of what you guys do out there as well when it comes to MLP. Going to conventions, being guests there or just being fans, giving your thoughts and everything. So I do appreciate that. I really do. And I really respect that because, there's a lot of people that think, well, you guys are of a certain generation and of a certain age. Should you really be fatting out about this? And the thing is, it's our choice. It's our choice to want to be fans. And I think a lot of people have to understand that. I mean, yeah, we still kind of, careful sometimes about how, people react to what we like. Absolutely. I mean, one of Firebrand, Josh Scorcher's reviews that he did a year ago with Silver Quill. He actually collabed in it a bit. He actually had a part in it. Um, it was basically it was Silver Quill's review of Rarity Investigates, and when Josh came on there and did his part, he mentioned in his portion of the review that some people still find it kind of surprising when he tells them that he likes My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. And here's the thing, we have a choice to like what we want to like. No one can tell us otherwise. You know, and again, speaking of Josh, recently I watched his Fame and Misfortune review he did on his Fiery Joker channel, and or on his Josh Scorcher channel, and what he says there during the review at times is true. It's like you can't tell us what to like and not what to like and what not to like. It's not right. It's dehumanizing. We have the choice to like whatever we want to like. And here's the thing. Here's the thing. The reason I believe, and I've mentioned this before in videos that I have done, courtesy of my Canon, my video camera, my Canon video camera, the HFR. I can't really think of the name right now. Camera, the one that lets you record in 1060, 1086, 1080, 60, 10 high definition, 1080p, and 60 frames per second deal. Um, I mean, what I said on there, and then what I said on the video um, before that, which I did during my lunch, thanks to my phone. That I used to record on my phone. Uh, to me, when I look at season 8, and right now it's kind of been like a mixed bag. To me, the first 3 episodes have been kind of 60-40 with the fans when it came to season 8. And then the most recent episode, Fake It Till You Make It, has been more like 65-35. And the reason I say that is because it was an upcrease in positiveness with the episode. I'll be right back. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that, folks. Had to take care of something there for a moment. But anyway, like I was saying, you know, what Josh said in his review of Fame and Misfortune, especially towards the end when he uh, pointed out the message that the creative staff was getting through, trying to slap in our face when Starlight brought in Turalua and Coconut Cream, who are basically recolors of a G3 and a G1 MLP character, and pointed out that they were the ones that got the messages that were written in the journal by the main six. That was basically the staff's way of saying the ones that really get it are the children, and that in a sense it's not that by pointing that out we as adults as fans should realize it's not really for us. So we shouldn't be criticizing or talking about it. It's like, okay, you can enjoy it. It's like you can enjoy it and everything. It's like you can enjoy it and everything, but it's not really for you. But you got to remember it's not really for you. So go ahead and enjoy it. Just don't go out there on the internet and criticize it as if it's a movie or a piece of artwork or something, because it's not. And I'm not saying that's what we're doing. And Josh and anybody else that's reviewed this, they're trying to say, hey, you don't have the right to tell us what to like and not like, or how to view it, talk about it, discuss it, or not. If we choose to come on the internet and talk about it, we're going to come on the internet and we're going to talk about it. If we want to come on the internet and criticize, what we liked and didn't like about the episode, then we're going to do that. That's all right. That's all right. So you shouldn't have to take an episode like Fame and Misfortune and basically metaphorically use it as to basically tell us, hey, we hear you, but remember this is not meant for you guys. This is meant for little kids. And as I've said before in my 2 reply videos to Josh, and Josh, I hope you watched them, or at least took the time to, that basically, the kids don't care about that. All they care about is, ooh, I wonder what the next pony is that I could buy, or what the next set is going to be that I could buy, or this or that. And Josh is right about one thing. When Twilight says that the journal, which is supposed to represent the show in Fame and Misfortune, is not about marketing, then what do you call what's behind me and what's over there, if you will? I mean, seriously, what do you call what's behind me? What you probably have seen in my update in my MLP collection videos. What do you call this? What do you call these? Huh? And again, more importantly, what do you call all this? And again, most importantly, what do you call that? You know what I'm saying? It's like, really, the journal, aka the show, is not meant for marketing, but yet your prioritized goal is marketing. So really, it's not meant for marketing. It wasn't meant for marketing. Then what do you call this? The point is, folks, the point is, what it sounds like in Fake It Till You Make It is Hasbro, at least Hasbro through DHX, is being hypocritical about what they're saying. It's like they're telling us, yeah, you can go ahead and enjoy the show, just don't take it so seriously that you get on the internet and you basically blast what you don't like and what you like and what you don't like. Just enjoy it and remember, kids that it's originally meant for, that original age group, don't care about, oh, this is a continuity error, or that's not in continuity, or that's an animation error, or that's out of character for this character. All they care about is the ponies and what the next toy or set or whatever is going to be. That's all they care about. Obviously, according to what they said, that's obviously all they care about. Oh, good luck in your musical, Aramau. Aramau. Yeah, Aramau. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. And good luck in your play, Aramau. Good luck in it. But like I said, that's basically the message that they're trying to get across in that episode. It's like, hey, you can enjoy it, but remember, it's for kids, so don't take it seriously. Really. And yet you dedicate an episode in season 5, Slice of Life, to thanking the community. Really. So you don't want us to take it seriously, yet you let one of your writers at that time, the same guy that wrote this episode, but you switched most of what he wrote to emphasize what you wanted to say. You allow him to write a thank you love letter in the form of Slice of Life in season 5, and yet you want to use another episode dedicated to the fans, also written by M.A. Larson, to tell us not to take this seriously. Kind of hypocritical, right? I mean, I could probably understand maybe it wasn't, the way I look at it, maybe it wasn't their edict, if you think about it. It's like, M.A. Larson said in that panel clip that Josh showed in his review, everything we saw is exactly how he wrote it, but they changed it to the point that, no, instead of going this route with what you wrote, we're going to take what you wrote and go this route. My feeling is I don't think that was all Megan McCarthy and people, creative staff and all that. I think that was also a edict by Hasbro to basically say, and I think the clip that Josh edited for that, Josh and his friend edited for that moment with Linkara, from Linkara's Holy Terror review, was appropriate. It's almost like Hasbro doesn't want the adult fans. Well, I'm not saying that. I'm saying it's almost like Hasbro. They probably love having an adult fan base, but they don't want us to take it as serious as we do. They don't want us to criticize it the way we do, because it's like, really, you're just gonna put all this time and effort that you could put elsewhere to criticize a little girls show? Newsflash: that little girls show has transcended pop culture, has transcended beyond its original targeted age groups, and has transcended over genders of all ages and races. So yeah, I think we have a right to say what we want to say if it's gone beyond to do that. I mean, heck, you have a 5-second, 10-second clip of them in the Indianapolis Colts outfits or uniforms or whatever doing a Super Bowl, doing a commercial for the Super Bowl. I mean, come on, seriously. I mean, come on, seriously. You want to criticize because of that? That doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't make any sense. And but yeah, when it comes to fame and misfortune, it might have had some original good intentions, but when you take those intentions and turn them upside down and go in a direction that probably were really you didn't want to do, but was edict to do by Hasbro, the people, the parent company, the of My Little Pony, then maybe you should stick up for yourself and tell Hasbro, look, you're the ones not writing this, we are. You're not the ones drawing this, we are. We're the one. We should decide and have the final say on how this goes. And if MA wanted to go one way, he should have gone. They should have gone that way that MA intended. They should have. And you know what? I even think it would have been even more funnier if they would have gone in that direction in MA Lawson's original direction, but then added the caveat of having the main six go through some kind of portal, not a mirror portal, like in Equestria Girls, but just a portal, and have them show up at the offices of DHX in front of Megan McCarthy, and maybe in a comedic moment towards the end, you hear the scuffle, then you see the main six just walk back out, walk through the portal back to Equestria, and then you have the writing staff look into Megan McCarthy's office, and there she is, probably hanging upside down, floating, hanging upside down, and basically probably saying something like, you know what, maybe making this episode wasn't such a good idea after all. Or something like that. I'm not saying that should have happened. I'm not saying that's what they should have done, but I think it would have put a little bit more comedic effect, don't you? I think it would have had a little bit more comedic effect. Now, for as far as this video goes, its original intended purpose. Excuse me. Its original intended purpose. Let's talk about potentially the 200th episode that is scheduled to air during the, well, it's not potential, but let's talk about the 200th episode that is scheduled to air, if you will, during season 9, which is potentially the last season. Let's talk about that for a second. Let's talk about that for a second, shall we? You know, it's kind of funny that somebody on Facebook brought this up to me. He brought this up to me, and he asked me basically, what do I think the 200th episode will be like? And I thought to myself, well, it's kind of ironic that he's mentioning this, because I was thinking, like, what other kind of episodes could they come up with for the upcoming season, for the final season? Like, if they were to dedicate an episode, well, if they were to dedicate the season to the fans as sort of a thank you season, for everything they've done, what could they do? How could they do it? And in my opinion, my honest to God opinion, is there are episode ideas that I would love to see them do that I think that would be fun for them to do. It would actually be fun for them to actually try out, because when you think about it, MLP has always been known to be about, doing pop culture references and stuff like that. And I think that's cool. I really do. And I think that's cool. I think that's kind of cool. And thank you, Joshua and Natru for tuning in, and Black Shadow. Yeah, Black Shadow. They will have 200 episodes, according to what's been going on. They are going to have 200 episodes come season 9. They are going to have 200 episodes. That is amazing. But the idea base, but again, when I look at season 9, I've talked about this many times. Season 9 to me is the best opportunity that if this is going to be the last season, that if this is going to be potentially the last season, if they don't decide to do a 10th season and go a full decade's worth, that the best way they can end the series would end the series with a series finale is to make that series finale a movie finale. Make it a full length made for television feature movie finale. And I guarantee you a lot of people will tune in to watch it. A lot of fans will tune in to watch it. I mean, think about it. Why do you think they're doing the best gift ever at the end of this year for My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, which is essentially a Christmas special, even though they've had Christmas related episodes before in Heartswarming Eve, in a Heartswarming Tale, Heartswarming Eve, Hearthbreakers. Why do you think they've had them? Because you need something pony. You need something that's the pony equivalent to the holidays. You need that, or whatever. You need something like that. And to me, with them announcing that the best gift ever is essentially going to be a My Little Pony Christmas special, an actual, not part of the episodes, but an actual Christmas special that will probably be aired in prime time on Discovery Family. You know, to me, that's a sign that they're doing a test to see if maybe there's room, if maybe there's room, or maybe there's a place to do these one-off specials, whether they're part of continuity or not, to do these one-off deals or to do these primetime deals to see if people will tune in, see if families will tune in, to see if the Brony, Pegasister, MLP, Secret Rift Cafe analysis community will tune in and watch. And I think all those groups and people that I just mentioned will. But to me, I also feel it's a testing ground to maybe seeing if perhaps if they do a movie finale for season 9, if season 9's the last season, that if they'll tune in prime time to see that. Again, just an opinion. It's just an opinion on that, folks. Just an opinion. But when it comes to season 9 potentially being the last season, I've mentioned many times that what you need to do is you need to use the ending of the second part of the season 9 premiere as your foundation to build to that finale at the end. And you use every other episode, like let's say 3 or 4 episodes in between, to build towards it. Because if you're going to have a season be 26 episodes long, if you space it out between 3 to 4, if you pace it correctly and space it out between 3 to 4 episodes, you've got enough time every 3 to 4 episodes to be able to build upon the story arc that's going to connect the premiere, the ending at the epilogue ending of the premiere of season 9, the final season, if you will, to the movie. You got that opportunity there. And like I said, there's numerous ways they can go with the premiere. They could do a Nightmare Rarity arc adaptation. They could go the route that I'm pretty much in favor of, and that's have the G4 incarnation of G1's Majesty that Silver Quill mentioned one time in a collab video he did with I Love KP. Have her gather up some of the antagonists that they've gone up against, like Crystalis, maybe Turek, Rin Rider, Alizoro, maybe. Well, maybe not Alizoro, but Camarero. Like I said, Rin Rider, Crystalis. Who else? I know there's a few. Iron Will and Garble, and maybe another one here and there. But have Majesty bring these antagonists together and help and promise them that she will help them get back at the main six, the main seven for what they have done. And then you could use every other episode three, and then you could use that as your foundation for that. Use that as your foundation that every 3 to 4 episodes you continue what started at the end of that second part. You continue it every 3 to 4 episodes during that 26 episode run until it connects you, until you get to that connection needed for the movie finale. I'm just saying. Those are two options I look at right there. Those are two options I look at right there. But that's basically what I believe could be the overarching story arc for season 9, for the potential final season. But let's take a look at episode 200, which is supposed to take place during the final season. And ironically, I think it's supposed to actually take place a few episodes in. Because if we take a look at Fake It Till You Make It, Fake It Till You Make It is the overall. It's the 4th season of season 8, but overall is the 173rd episode. Yeah, it's the 173rd episode. Now, the 175th episode is the 175th episode is going to be Surf or Turf, I believe. Let me check this out. Yeah, Surf and or Turf. That is going to be the next one. That's the 175th episode overall. The 176th episode is the 7th episode of season 8, and that's Horseplay. And according to this, they will take a break? Huh. Okay. Horseplay is on April 20. It's supposed to premiere on April 28th. And then May 12th is when no compete clause comes in. And then May 19th is when the breakup breakdown episode occurs. So it looks like they're going to take, let me check the calendar here. It looks like they're going to take a week off. I don't know why, but they are. There might be some kind of special or something going on at that time. But yeah, May 5th, they're taking a week off. But Granny's Gone Wild is going to be the 174th episode, and the 175th is going to be Surf and or Turf. Now, if we take a look at that, and oh, wait a minute, they're not going to take a week off. Someone mistyped no, they're not going to take a week off. What happened is someone accidentally put a major typo here. They put a major typo here. May 5th. May 5th is going to be episode 8. And that's called Parent Map. May 5th. Not March 26th. I don't know why somebody put that there. But May 5th is when the Parent Map episode 8 is going to come into play. So there won't be a week off. Apparently somebody miscalculated there or mistyped something there. So yeah, don't worry. There is going to be no break. Parent Map is going to be May 5th. May 5th. So don't worry about that. They just made a boo-boo there on Google. I'm not lying. In fact, let me see if I got my mirror here. I have a mirror I found. Here it is. I actually tried to use this mirror so I could check on the house and check on my recording of WrestleMania 34 after I did it. But let's see if you could see that. I don't know if you can. See it right there? Let me make sure you can see this. Oh, it's probably too blurry for you guys. But right there, I don't think you can really see it. But Parent Map is supposed to take place on May 5th, but they put a typo in there and said it's March 26th. That's not right. That's not right. So yeah, there won't be no break. There won't be no break. So thank goodness for that. But again, when you take a look at this, when the 177th episode's Parent Map, 178 is no compete clause. 179 is the breakdown. Now, there is other episodes that are supposed to take place after that. And that's the first 10 episodes. The 10th episode is, let's see, 176, 77, 78, 70. The 10th episode of the season is the 179th episode. The 11th episode is going to be 180. So you will have 20 episodes to go before you get to 200. Now, what that also means is you will have 16 episodes left after episode 10. So think about that. If episode 10 overall is the 179th episode and episode 11 is 180, then basically when you get to the last episode of this season, that'll be, let's see, 180 will be 180 will be episode 11 for season 8. 181 is episode 12. 182 is episode 13. 183 is episode 14. 185 is episode. Hold on. Episode 11 is the 180th episode. Episode 12 is 181. Episode 13 is 182. Episode 14 is 183. I so lost track there. It's been a long day at work. I'm sorry. See, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Well, you kind of get the idea. Basically, if you add 15 more episodes to episode 11, you're looking at 195. You'll be at 195. So basically, you will be 5 episodes in to season 9 when the 200th episode arrives. Sorry if I confused you there for a second. That's my fault. But yeah, it'll be episode 5 of season 9 when this occurs, when the 200th episode occurs. If I'm right. Because like I said, episode 11 is 180, episode 12 is 181, episode 13 is 182, episode 14 is 183, episode 15 is 184, episode 16 is 185, episode 17 is 186, episode 18 is 187, episode 19 is 188. Episode 20 is 189. 20 is 190. Or 21 is 190. 22 is 191. 23 is 192. 24. No, you kind of get the idea. In fact, let me figure this out. Let me get a calculator here for a second. I know it's a little confusing, but 180, and basically you would have from 12 to 26. You would have 14 episodes left in the season. So you add 14. Basically, we will end this season overall. This current season will be ended overall on episode 194, which is the 26th episode of the season. And then 195 and 196 will be the first two parts, or the first two episodes. 195, 196 will be the first two episodes of season 9. 197 will be the third. 198 will be the fourth. 199 will be the fifth. When you get to that sixth episode, that will be the 200th episode. So basically, the sixth episode of season 9 will be the 200th episode. Season 9, episode 6 will be the 200th episode. But the question is, and I know I went a little long here, so I do apologize, but the question is, what will it be about? What will this 200th episode be about? Huh? What will it be about? That's what I want to know. I'm sure that's what a lot of people would like to know. It's like, what will it be about? And to me, it could be about anything. It could be another slice of life episode. It could be something different and unique. Because one thing about the creative staff and whoever they choose to do this, one thing is when they don't heed to the edicts of Hasbro, they could actually make decent to good episodes, especially if they're anniversary episodes. And if those anniversary episodes are also dedicated to the fandom as thank you letters. And to me, the 200th episode needs to be something like that. And I've come up with literally, I think, about 4 to 5 ideas that they could go with. The first idea for the 200th episode could be like a tribute to music video television, but do it in a way that's so different, that's a little different, but you get the point across. You make it a musical episode, but instead of always going into these different original musical numbers, you have them singing cover songs. You have the characters singing covers of established and popular 80s and 90s pop songs or R&B songs or what have you. And if those songs had a notable music video connected to them, have the characters reenact or do their own take on said music video while singing a cover to 1986. Everybody knows about his music video connected to it or associated with it, that innovative creative video. I couldn't think of a better character to probably do a cover of that and do a reenactment of that video in her own unique way than Pinkie Pie. It fits Pinkie Pie to a T. It really does. It really does. And I think it could work. Another established 80s song they could do is Take On Me by Aha. And I think the best two characters to do maybe a duet cover of that are Spike and Rarity. And through that duet cover of that song, they could do a reenactment or their own take on the music video. You kind of get the idea, right? they can go in different directions if they choose to go that route out with the 200th episode. Another idea that they can go with, another idea that they can go with is do an episode to where you have the friendship map call Lyra, Sweetie Drops Bonbon, Vinyl Scratch DJ Pone 3, Octavia Melody, Cherry Lee, and then maybe for the heck of it, because people want to see her show up here, Sunset Shimmer. Yeah, have have Sunset Shimmer get called upon by the friendship map while she's in the human Equestria world. Take that mirror portal back into Equestria, meet up with Lyra, Bonbon, on Cherry Lee, Octavia Melody, and Vinyl Scratch, and find out that they've all been chosen to go on a friendship mission, because the other main 607 are stuck doing another friendship mission. Excuse me for a second. Sorry about that. But because the others are stuck doing another friendship mission, so they can't be in two places at once, they'll have the cutie map or the friendship map call upon on Lyra, Bonbon, Vinyl Scratch, Octavia, Cherry Lee, and Sunset to go on this mission together, and then at the end have the established main 607 congratulate them on taking on this task while they were taking on another. I'm just saying that could work. Another idea you come up with that they could do for the 200th episode is a shipping one. Yeah. Everybody talks about who should be shipped with who, right? The 200th episode, you could dedicate that to shipping. And even if you want, and you know what? You could even make it be part of someone's dream, like Spike's fantasy, to when he wakes up, he could say, man, that almost felt real. It's like, man, almost, you could have him wake up and be like, man, that felt real. Or was it? And then you can have maybe Luna be right there as soon as he wakes up and says, you'll never know. Or something like that. But yeah, even if it's a dream that Spike would have it be the 200th episode where you finally ship Twilight with Flash, Applejack with Tenderhoof or whoever, Rainbow Dash with Soren or Flash Magnus, Fluttershy with Discord, Pinky with Cheese Sandwich, Rarity with Spike, Starlight with Sunburst. You get the idea. But I think it would work. I think honestly it would work. It would actually be a fun episode. Because no one would know whether or not if it's a dream or it's not until the very end. Another idea is you can have them pay homage and tribute to Broadway musicals. Riverdale in a couple of weeks is doing a tribute to Carrie the musical. I can't believe that has a musical, but it does. So why not My Little Pony? And I couldn't think of probably one of the best musicals they could pay tribute to than Grease. Can you imagine an MLP episode, especially episode 200, dedicated as a musical tribute and homage to Grease? Especially since this is Grease's 40th anniversary. Yeah, maybe a year late, but what better way to pay tribute? I'm just saying. And then finally, the other fifth idea I have is finally do a freaking crossover between Friendship is Magic and its spin-off Equestria Girls. Have them finally do a crossover and whether or not the 200th episode's an hour long, with any of one of these ideas I've come up with or thought of that I believe could be really good, or if it's just a standard 22 to 30-minute run, I think could actually work in the end. I really do. And with, like I said, whether or not it's an hour or just the established 22 to 30 minutes, have the Equestria girl, the human counterparts, come over into Equestria to see what all the hubbub is about this ponified version of their home, of their world, and be able to finally interact with their ponified selves, with their pony counterparts. And of course, you would have Sunset and Starlight there to kind of play off each other. I think that would really work. But you know what? I just thought about it. Another idea, this is a sixth one. Crossover wise, we see TMAT do it. Why not do a crossover with G1, G2, and G4? Or do a crossover with all the generations as a celebration of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic and the success that it has had in the near decade run, especially if season 9 is the last season. Especially if season 9 is the last season. I think that would be great. But those basically are my ideas on what I think the 200th episode could be like from an episodic idea perspective. You know, those are just ideas I'm throwing out there for possible 200th episode uh you know, scenarios. I mean, either way, I think any one of them could work, and I think either way, fans would enjoy them. And that's just my dog. She's kind of scratching the fleas off her right now. Got to give her a bath tomorrow if I can. Oh, I will anyway. But anyway, like I said, I think either way, any one of those ideas could work. I really do. And I bet anybody watching this right now live or will be watching it post live agrees with that. I think you guys do. I think anybody would agree with that. Maybe, maybe not. You know, maybe not. But I think honestly, it's got potential. I really do. I think it really has potential. I think it really has potential if you think about it. Let's see. Well, they probably will reference Pokemon, but it won't be in the 200th episode. Oh yeah, I'd like to see a Friendship is Magic game either way. I mean, you think it's been long enough. I mean, you think this show has been out long enough, they would have already done it. But they haven't. So what are you going to do? But yeah, overall, though, those are my ideas on what I think potentially the 200th episode could be like. And again, I know people watching may or may not agree with it. And that's fine. That's your opinion. That's fine. That's your opinion. But I think either way, whatever they come up with for episode 200, which would be the sixth episode of season 9, I've got a feeling it's going to be something we're all going to enjoy. And it's going to be something that's a thank you letter, beloved thank you letter, a beloved thank you letter to the fans. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be a beloved thank you letter to the fans. Will they bring M.A. Larson in to do it again? Maybe. They're probably already doing it. Will they let Nicole Dubach have a shot at it? Jason Teresen? Christina Duran? Who knows? But whoever they choose, I've got a feeling they're going to give us something that's going to be memorable and enjoyable. I really think they will. I really think they are. I really think they are. And really, that's Again, those are just what I feel would be great ideas. I really do. And I still stick by the fact that if season 9 is the last season and it's not going to end on a cliffhanger where everything whites out and it tells you during after the whiteout that it says to see the after to be continued or concluded in the new My Little Pony series. If it doesn't end on a cliffhanger that gets resolved all somewhat at the beginning of the new series and sort of be like a soft retcon reboot, something like that. If they don't do that and the new series is like a clean slate, then they need in this season to put Spike and Rarity together. That's it. They need to do that because you know what? They've teased it for almost a decade. It's going to get focused on somewhat in 2 episodes this year, from what I understand. It needs to be. It needs to happen. It needs to officially happen. And I think Nicole Dubach, Megan McCarthy, Jason Teresen, all of them watching know that to be true. And they know it needs to happen. So, but that's all I'm really going to say on this My Little Pony discussion for today, April 11th, 2018. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. In fact, let me check my. Sorry, things acting up again. But sorry about that. Thing was acting up. It's going through another update deal, like I was talking about. Sorry about that. If it lagged a little bit there, I do apologize. But yeah, I would love. But anyway, those are just my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think in the comment sections below. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for watching live. I really appreciate that. And thank you all for watching post live. After it's been uploaded already. Again, I apologize for the lag there at the end. My computer's getting ready to do updates again for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know how big the spring creators update is, but again, I want to thank you all for watching live. I really appreciate it. And again, that's my dog. She's scratching at some fleas. She's chewing at her paw because it's dry. It's got a bit of dryness. We need to put some lotion or some kind of moisture on it. She's got fleas in there too, so got to give her a bath later, maybe tomorrow. But anyway, thank you all for watching live. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Ate it and everything. Again, I really appreciate it. So, again, thank you all for watching live. Thank you all for watching post live after it's been uploaded already. And that's about it. That's all I'm going to say, folks. Again, thank you all for watching live. I really appreciate it. But again, those are just my thoughts on what I feel the 200th episode could be. Those are basically my top 6 ideas on what episode 200 could be like. And whether or not they use those ideas or anything, it's up to them. But I think either way, whoever they choose, whether it's M.A. Larson or someone new, that person's going to do the 200th episode justice. They're going to do the 200th episode justice, and they're going to give us something memorable on the 6th episode of season 9, which is overall the 200th episode. So here's to seeing what they bring us, and hey, if they use any of these ideas, that'd be great. But those are just my opinions. What I feel they should do for the 200th episode down the line. So that's all I'm going to say, folks. Thank you all for tuning in, and I will talk to y'all later. Thank you all for tuning in post live. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and I am out.